95% of what you're thinking about today is what? Hi, Cheryl here again. My chat today for this fabulous Friday, I have to come up with another word for that, is I'm on about, just expand my thing here, what you think about today, what consumes your thoughts today, 95% of what you're thinking about today, you thought about yesterday, the day before, and the day before that, and the day previous to that. Now, I'm talking in general. I'm not saying everybody, so don't get upset if you're not one of these people that think 95% the same thing every day. What I talk about is I touch on these things because I think they're relevant. They're not something that is spoken about regular day-to-day stuff. So here we go. Hi, Louise. When I first heard this from a friend of mine, 25, could be even 30 years ago, and she said, 95% of what you think about today, you thought about yesterday. And I thought, no, no. But then I took a moment to think about it and I thought, oh my God, that's absolutely correct. We have this like thought loops. I've already done a video on thought loops, right? We all have them. We've all had them. It's not a state you're in all the time, but it's what happens when you're not constructively thinking. When you just allow your thoughts to come by default, it's like a crazy pilot, like a drunk pilot. It plucks up all manner of crap and starts you thinking it, right? We've all done it. It's like a little hamster on a wheel running, and all it does is sing dreadful songs and bring up dreadful memories. So what my angle is that if you can actually catch it when you're doing it, right? And here's the way you catch it. It'll always be a feeling. You will always be feeling something. You'll feel it in your gut, in your solar plexus, right? Right between where the top of your ribs are. The bottom of your ribs. Now, it's when you get that anxious feeling, that annoyed feeling, or I should be doing something else, or I should be hurrying, or that, or you're doing this. This is what I tend to do. I start to get a bit tight and I can feel my neck's getting shorter. I don't want it shorter. I want it longer. If you can catch these moments, there's no quick way to do it. There is no way to teach you to do this other than, because no one can get into your head, right? The way to do it is just to be aware of the feelings. Hi, Lenny. That you're having at the time. And when they feel uncomfortable, crack, there you go. What are you thinking? And I'll bet you pounds to pence it's some crap, either from last week, the week before, grade 10, when you were in summer camp, or the scarier one is when your brain takes you to the future and starts scaring the shit out of you there with thoughts that they're usually, whether you can't control them and you have no power over them, because I can tell you right now, scientifically, it's proven there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there is just now, all right? You have a memory of things that passed, and we call that yesterday, but it's not. These are just memories of this constant flow of life, the constant flow of now. Now, when we go to the future, it's not even a real place. The future is just an idea. You can plan. Yes, you can plan for the future. You get a list and write down, I'm going to do this on Monday. I'm going to do this Tuesday. I'm going on holidays at this date, whatever, right? So that's planning. That's planning to do things when that now is in the present, right? Now, future is always going to scare the pants off you. And the more you think about it, the more apprehensive you become. And it actually can create nearly a breathy feeling that, just before you jump off something high like a diving board. So the past and the future all they do is just wreak havoc on this amazing mind that we have. Humans have an amazing mind, yet we're not taught, nor are we instructed when we're young, on how best to use this resource, okay? So most of us just fumble through life. We don't even think about what we're thinking about. It sounds really silly, but it's our head, but it just goes. We just fill it with rubbish. Or for women, there may be an instance happens and we don't get any more information on something. You know, something might happen, maybe with a partner or something at work, and we don't get enough information on it. Instead of being able to just leave it alone until we do, what we do is we start adding crap in to fill up the thing that we don't understand yet, or that we don't have enough information on yet. So we manufacture stuff by going to the past and dragging some old crap up from there. So it's like old, it's used, it's gone. You can't use it again. You can use the experience, that's it. Like experience of walking upstairs, like lift your feet, or you'll trip. That's a very basic one, but what happens is, yes, like I said, we will go and take stuff from the past, which is always mucky, or we bring in the future and we start constructing stories around these facts or things that happened. And next thing, we've created this big occurrence that our brain, this was on an earlier video, that our brain can't tell the difference between something that really happens and a really vivid thought. So all that's happened now is, in this scenario, you've had a situation with someone, maybe an unresolved argument or something's gone on at work. You've then just added bits in to try to create a fuller picture for your brain to understand. But you've started grabbing stuff from previous experiences, or you're going to the future to drag stuff in from there. You create this full-on, incomplete, nonsensical ball of rubbish. It's got one or two odd facts in there, but now it's filled up with all this crap. So what's happened is you've taken 95, this is part of the 95%, crushes in, smushes, and just destroys these moments that we're having, our now that we're having. So if you can simply, okay, I've said in my little list here down the side, I think it's this side, I always do that, left, right, is find 3 go-tos, 3 things that once you know, when you catch these thoughts, you might be driving to work. All right, oh my God, I'm having that thought. I was thinking this 2 days ago, and I think last week, and all the time. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go to one of my 3 different things. And here they are. What did I suggest? 1, an amazing holiday memory. Right? Everybody's got them. Or a day off, if you're one of those people that's never had a holiday. 2, something that you saw or did as a kid that made you really happy. It could have been got a biscuit from your friend's mum, gave you a biscuit. Or it could be someone gave you a second-hand bike. Someone took you on a holiday. Someone bought you a great pair of jeans. Someone bought you a phone, whatever. And the 3rd is something that someone else did for you that made you feel really good or special or happy or relieved or felt like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Somebody maybe was just there at the right moment to help you with something, to, I don't know, stop your trolley running off in the car park. I mean, like really small things, you know. We can get joy from things that don't cost $1 million, things that we don't have to hop on a plane with our passport, things that we don't have to give up a kidney or a lung. See, we've been so used to looking for the grand and the big in life to justify and validate who we are. I mean, our ego wants to be so important. In truth, that's not at all what makes us happy as humans. Not even close. They're wonderful, for sure, but they're not the things. Even if you could do that every day, you're not going to do that every day, are you? Hop on a plane and go somewhere or spend $1 million. So you've got everyday stuff from when you hop up Here's you hop up, a bit groggy, walk down the hallway, go to the toilet, make a cuppa, check your diary, whatever. This is your life. These are the places that if you're going to make a change, and if you want like a better life, a happier life, a freer mind, these are the places that you're going to catch these things. These are the places that you're going to experience the greatness in your life. It's in these quiet, small moments at home. No hip-hurrah, no band, no angels and harps playing. It's really quite simple. Now, one thing I know that is sadly lacking in adults as well, not all, is an ability to deal with like anger management or annoyance management, or when you plan something great and it just doesn't go that way, someone gets in the way or does something, or something goes wrong. A lot of people have no idea how to stay in the moment, hang on to that annoyance, or you'd be pissed off, or you're angry, or you're whatever it is, whatever emotion, whatever negative one. Sit with it while you work out what it is, and it's never anything, unless you're being pushed off a cliff or it's life or death, right? You have to hurry then. But in this situation, what I'm getting at is honing an ability to stay in the moment when something's annoying, sit with it, realize what it is. It's a problem. When you can sit with it long enough, instead of running away or getting angry or lashing out, when you can sit with it, you will find a solution. Everything has a solution. Everything. Now, it's easier said than done, right? Now, it took me a while to practice this. It doesn't happen every time I get angry either. Good God, I don't think I know anyone that can keep their shit together 24/7. If they do, they're a bloody robot, or it's just not possible. However, modern day life does not promote the ways to deal with stuff in a calm, collective manner, where you'll be able to say, problem, think about it, get on with it because I've got a solution. Like bang, 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 quick, done. You don't even think about it. We've been taught in a manner through what we do, devices, like movies, mainstream media, let's say, movies, television, magazines, music videos, oh God, it goes on, the radio, the whole bit. We see people lash out. We see people verbally get angry and just lose their shit and start yelling at people, or throwing stuff, having tantrums, doing the silent treatment and leaving. None of these are coping mechanisms at all. They're not serving you, and they will never, ever serve you well. They're just part of an illusionary life, let's say, because you can't just have a tantrum and get your way and life's good. You're going to have to learn to deal with things in a way where you hold yourself accountable to yourself to simply just give it a minute, think about it. The solution comes, or you breathe in, breathe out, and let it go, for God's sake. Get on with the next thing, next thing, next thing. Move along. But start to learn ways of dealing with stuff when it happens. This is part of catching that 95% that I started talking about. Because as you catch these, there's old memories come in. Oh my God, that person that pissed me off a month ago, I'll be seeing them at a party. Oh, well, I better start practicing my dialogue of how I'm going to get them back. I'm going to teach them. Well, what bullshit. What absolute bullshit. We shouldn't be doing this as adults. We're not getting anywhere. It's not making life any better. So once you catch thoughts and you catch yourself in the thought loop, one, just grab that great thought, one of the three I suggested. Make up your own three. But then also, you're going to have to be able to digest what's going on and either allow it. If you can change it, change it. If you can't, blow it off. Blow it off. It'll piss you off for a little while and it'll gnaw in your guts. But eventually you'll forget about it because your brain is like that. It doesn't take much to go, oh, look, a squirrel, and you're off on something else. All right? It just doesn't take much. But if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't have some information, like say this post, this video, to go on, then you just end up in this same thought loop. You're angry, you're wasting time, wasting your life, you're pissed off, you're annoyed. Why can't I have what all those other people have? That sort of thing. But in truth, it's always been there waiting for you. You can have everything that you want. But it does take a little, what is it called? Self-restraint. And where you decide, I choose, me, the one thinker in my brain, I choose to try to think my way out of this by these very small, quick tips, because you shouldn't be stuck on a thought for too long. Well, why? Thoughts are there, they're good, but sticking on one for too long is, a negative, is just not going to serve you. So when you catch some of this 95%, which, it gets down to 85, 65, I have some days it might be 20, and some days it's 95, and some days it's not. No one's perfect, like I said, but every single time I catch it, I do these sorts of things to get beyond it. Because I deserve this. For all the times, the heartache, the dramas, the bullshit, the hurt, the crying, the crap that I've relived over and over and over again. It's bullying. It's like mental bullying was what I was for me. But it's this constant state of being pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. You've got to stop and give yourself some uplifting thoughts and uplifting words and uplifting moments and uplifting opportunities to get out of that thought. It's just being kind to yourself. This is called self-care. No, it's not taught in most places, and a lot of people find it quite foreign, but it's a natural thing we all need, and it's even more so for women. More so. I can't impress upon you that. So for this wonderful Friday, and it's sunny, how fabulous, is try to just catch yourself. It's not a big task. And don't get angry if you don't. That's fine too. You will, you won't. Like I said, I have days up, down, round and around. I just catch it faster. I can catch it and move along faster. So I hope today has been a little bit of help, that when you find yourself stuck in this 95%, packed with thought loops that are just self-destructive, that you might try something of these in this list or any of this information to get beyond it. You're going to really, really be stoked at how fantastic you feel when you've done it. Because it's doing something for the self that nobody else knows about. It's this really wonderful thing of treating yourself with respect and with kindness and with love. And what happens is eventually that's all you will start to accept for yourself. You lead by example. Other people start becoming more that way themselves. That's another video anyway. So today, for Friday, give it a go. Teach your children as well. This is something that we all should know. Everybody should know. Everybody should share. Blog about it. Write about it. Talk about it. Talk about it at home with your hubby or with your wife or with whoever. But it's most certainly something that's worth putting your time into. Becoming like a happy human, a happy, inside happy, like in here, is so worth it. So there you go. That's it for today. Now, also, I put my webpage address in here and also my YouTube channel, where all of my Facebook Live videos, I transfer them across to YouTube because they're easier to find. They're really difficult to find between a business account and a personal account on Facebook. Why, I have no idea, but anyway, they do. One's easy to find, one isn't. So anyway, if you want to see all the topics that I have touched on, you can go to the YouTube channel, whichever side it is, have a look. If you've got anything to add, any comments or questions, I welcome that. That would be wonderful. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a really wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.